Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Layman's Logistics. Today, we are playing Slay the Spire as the Defect. We've yet to play this character yet, so let's go ahead and look over his stats. We're going to have 75 HP, 99 gold. We have the Cracked Core ability, which says at the start of each combat, channel 1 lightning. Not sure exactly what that means, but we're going to go ahead and jump into it and see what we can get done. As always, we get to pick off the start a buff of some kinds. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP or max HP plus 7. I feel like we've been choosing the next 3 combats have 1 HP, and I feel like that's the best choice. I'm going to keep doing that. Maybe we'll go ahead and go on with the other in future, but like right here, we can choose this route if we really wanted to because we'd only have the 1 fight. Looking at it though, what do we want to do? We can go fight, mystery, mystery, fight, fight, which honestly might be the better route. Wow, there's a lot of choice here. Let's see. I think we go to the right here. I like the idea that we have some chances at fights, but not guaranteed fights with the mysteries. So we start off with a fight. Let's see what our deck holds. So we have a very small deck. I feel like this is smaller than normal. 10 cards, maybe that's normal. 6 damage for strikes. Defense are 5 block. We can channel 1 lightning, which reads, deals damage to random enemy. Channeling an orb puts it into your first empty slot. If you have no empty slots, your first orb is automatically evoked to make room. Okay, evoke your next orb twice. Interesting. So these are our orb slots. Lightning, passive. At the end of turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy when we evoke it. So I think we're going to go ahead and channel lightning once just because it sounds really cool. And then we're going to go ahead and attack him. So now when we end our turn, we're going to deal the 3 damage. Technically 6. I like this character already, and I haven't even used him. Okay. Force Field costs 1 less energy for each power card played this combat. Gain 12 block. You know I love blocking in this game. Rip and Tear. Deal 7 damage to a random enemy twice. Deal 7 damage to draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. Compile Driver sounds fun. Rip and Tear, honestly, I think is better for us right now. We're going to go with a mystery. It might be a fight. It might be an event. Okay. The Serpent. You walk into a room to find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within. Oh, hello, hello. What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? Ooh, we can disagree for nothing, or we can agree and gain 175 gold. I think it's true. I don't actually think this is true, just FYI, but for the game, I think it's true. We're going to go ahead and get the unplayable, but we get a lot of gold for that. That's worth it in my book. We're going to go on to the next mystery. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your eyes, goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. No! Looking back to the puddle, you see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventures mixed together in the puddle. We can gain 75 gold and lose 11 HP, or lose 42 gold. I'm okay to lose 42 gold. That puts us at even 250. I'm happy to see that. We are going to go ahead and go into our next combat, which is immediately going to be very easy. And I think, honestly, this might be hubris, but I think we just end our turn. We're just going to lightning strike him out of this world. Why not? FTL, faster than light. Deal 5 damage if you have played less than 3 cards this turn. Draw 1 card. I like that. I like 0-cost storms. Cards. Steam Barrier. Gain 6 block. Decrease this card's block value by 1 this combat. This is infinite block here. Well, it's block until it gets down to nothing. It's great. Deals 7 damage, draw 4 cards, discard all cards drawn this way that do not cost 0. Oh, okay. This is a 0 finder. I like that. We don't have anything for it currently. So I think we go with FTL. I think FTL is the best way to go here. I like damage. Damage output is really important. Economy of action, we talked about it before. This one we do have to think a little bit more carefully. Let's go ahead and evoke him, and we win. Like I said, we had to think very carefully on that one. Liquid Bronze. Gain 3 thorns. When receiving attack damage, deal damage back. We're going to add a card, and we are just building up our repertoire of cards. I think we do Compile Driver. Deal 4 damage for each channeled orb. Okay. Gain 9 block. Gain 9 block is actually really nice. Do we have enough damage in our deck? We have a lot of damage here. We're going to need block. We are going to need block because we are going into a hard fight here, and this guy is not going to have 1 health. None of these guys are, and these guys suck. These guys really suck every time we fight them. So we're going to gain the 9 block that we need for this, and then we're going to start dealing damage. We're going to hit this guy twice, and hopefully he gets struck by lightning. He did not. This guy did. I like to focus down an enemy, and unfortunately we got dazed, but we do have some good cards coming our way, hopefully. The dazed are going to be in our discard pile for right now. Let's see. We can channel 1 lightning, strike, or defend. Ooh, okay. Hold on. We can do this. We do this. We zap. We defend. And then we evoke the next orb twice. That did a decent amount of damage, and we keep our lightning. It is going to hurt, because we're going to get hit here with a pretty decent blast. But we got a decent amount of health. Do we do thorns? I think we do thorns here, because this fight is going to hurt. Okay, we're going to drink our thorns potion. We're then going to drink our skill potion. Remove all your orbs, gain energy, and draw 1 card for each orb removed. Exhaust. This turn, your next power card is played twice. Do we have power cards? Let me see. Attack, skill, 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 attack. We don't have power cards. That's not useful. We're going to take Skim, draw 3 cards for free. Card advantage is nice. We are going to... This might be a bad set for me, honestly. Let's see. We are going to do FTL on this dude. We are going to do 5 damage randomly twice. And then we're going to gain a lot of block. As much block as we can. Because I don't want to keep taking damage. Damage is bad for us. And we have passive damage here. I do like that the lightning orb doesn't, like, run out. We just constantly have that. So that's really good. It is kind of bad for us, though. Do we want to evoke it? We do not want to evoke it unless we can replace it. So we're going to gain 5 block. Oh, goodness. Do we want to evoke? That deals 16 damage. Spread out across all of them, though. So we lose our damage. I think we have to. That almost got one of them taken care of. That is a bunch of dazed taken out of our hand, although we are taking so much damage. But he is going to take 3 damage now. Okay. This is hurting. This is definitely hurting, but we have a chance. We're going to take out this guy, leap, and defend. Going to go ahead and discard. We do get weakness, but we're going to tank all of the damage. These dazed cards are really killing us here. Okay, zap is channel lightning. We want to zap, and of course, that's all we get. Oh my goodness. Okay. We cannot do anything with these. These guys do so much in the form of card denial. Because we have so much in this deck that is unplayable these days. I do not think I played this correctly. But we'll see. We still have a chance. We are going to do this. We are going to... Okay, we can deal 12 plus 16. So if we do this here, so we do this here, and then we hope that he gets hit, we're good. Whew, we were chancing it there, because if he didn't get hit, we were completely dead. We would have taken 9 damage, not dead, but not well off. We're going to go ahead and deal 5 damage to him. We're good. This is going to hurt. So we get the 27 gold, Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. That's really nice. I'm going to be resting soon, so that's really nice. Deal 20 damage. Just a straight 20 damage would have been a massive boon there. Gain 1 block. Permanently increase this card's block by 2. Exhaust. Oh, so this just constantly gets better? Channel X Lightning. Ooh. That's cool. I like that. Channel 1 Dark. Channeling an orb puts it into your first empty slot. Increase damage every turn, then evoked. When evoked, deals damage to the enemy with the least HP. Oh, okay, so this is like a battery. It's like charging up, and then it deals a bunch of damage once we evoke it. We're not really going with that route right now. We're not really evoking things a ton. We are about to rest, though. Absolutely, we're about to rest. And we get to add a card for it. Dreamcatcher is great. Gain 7 block. Next turn, gain an energy. Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. Okay, do we have a lot of power cards? Do we have any? We have only skills. Gain 3 block. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. I like hologram. I think charge battery is better, though. This is going to be an elite fight again. I was hoping that it would be a little bit easier. Okay. Let's do this. He is going to use a buff. We're going to throw a potion at him. 20 damage off the top instantly is worth it. We are then going to deal 5 damage. We're going to strike at him. We're going to gain an extra energy next turn because we don't need it this turn. And then we're going to do Leap just in case his buff does something to us. I don't think it will. He is almost half damage, though. I'm okay with that. In Raid, that's not good. Ooh, okay. Okay, I have an idea here. Deal 7 damage to an enemy twice. That's 14 damage. We can then do another 16 damage, and then Tempest for 1. So we go Rip Apart, Dual Cast, and then we get 2 orbs. Not enough to kill him, but enough. We're going to take 10 damage, but I'm okay with that. I think we're going to kill him this turn. Because we're going to get... Oh my goodness, he has so much attack. Okay, if we do Zap, that's 3, 6, 9 damage, which means that we need to deal 6. We go Zap. We deal another 4, and then another 4. And we should kill him with this. Thank goodness. I was concerned. Peace Pipe. You can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. Ooh, Peace Pipe is really good. We've definitely struggled with that in the past. We're gonna take Sweeping Beam, because that's just really good, being able to do that. Hoping that this has something good. Upon pickup, choose a skill. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Tempest is great. That's just instant permanent damage. This is a lot of fights. I definitely chose the path with the most fights. 16 damage coming our way. Got it. We don't want to deal it to all enemies. We're going to gain a block. Then we're going to gain 2 strike. That way we deal 9 damage each turn regardless. It is just the best option. I know we are going to take a lot of damage this fight, unless we're careful. Which, actually, if we just constantly block, because he's not attacking, I am going to do this. We can just mill him down with the 9 damage. We focus on block. We get our energy up, we get our lightning up, and then we focus on block. That is our only goal. So we now do Zap. Or actually, no. Before we do anything, we do FTL. Deal 5 damage and draw a card. We deal Zap to evoke 1, and we deal 8 damage. He's interrupted. So now we deal 6 damage, and then another 6 damage, and then we gain 6 block. We are then going to deal 9 damage, just shy, and he's going to split, which is going to hurt like crazy. Okay, he only has 5 health each, though. We can do this. We can definitely do this. In fact, we can do it right now. And we win that fight. Cultist Potion. Okay, what does this do? Gain 1 ritual. Gain strength at the end of your turn. Strength adds additional damage to attacks. That is really good with our build. It's not permanent, though. Beam Cell. Deal 3 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. Cold Snap. Deal 6 damage, channel 1 frost. Ooh, new card. Gains block. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Claw. Deal 3 damage, increase the damage of all claw cards by 2 this combat. Claw's really cool, actually. That makes them 5 for 0. What's the upgrade of this? 5 plus 2? What's this? 9 damage. I think we take Cold Snap. Because we need block. And this is more... Man, I really did not pay attention to this, did I? This is awful. Okay, we are going to use our potion. Because we need to gain strength. We are going to deal FTL damage to this dude. We are then going to... Zap. And Tempest. We deal 8 damage, and then we go on and we deal way more damage to these guys. That was a really good first turn, honestly. They gain strength. I'm okay with that, because it's not going to matter, right? It's not going to matter. These guys are now dealing 4 damage each, or should be. Sweeping, deal 7 to each, and gain a card. We're going to play Strike on this dude, and then Strike on this guy. He's going to get the damage dealt to him, and we are good. Took us a second. We took some damage, but it's good. At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Ooh, I like that. Deal 7 damage, channel 1 lightning. Gain 7 block, channel 2 frost. Frost is something we're kind of getting into, so do we want more frost? That's passive block. I kind of want passive block. What's the next path here? This is a lot more fights. This is a lot more fights. They're about the same. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We will go with this one, because there's a chance this isn't a fight. Okay. As you walk into the room, you hear gurgling and grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light. Perhaps something magical. It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside of it. It's opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. I will lose 3 HP to find a relic. All you find is corroded metal and a bit of burning pain. However, you'll still convinced there's a relic. Again, we got a relic. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. We need that. After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but rewarded. I know this seems crazy. I am taking some risk here because the first floor seems to be where you can power up a lot. And that's important. I think we deal 7 to each of these guys and then defend. But let me see what we want to do here. Yeah, we deal the 6 to them. That's just worthwhile. They go into their armored defense. We gain 7 block. And then we gain 5 block. So they get hit. We don't have to worry about anything like taking damage-wise, and we did a lot of damage to each of them. I'm okay with that. Strength is going to be an issue if we let it stack up, but I don't think it will, because I think we're going to get through them faster than that. We're going to deal 5 damage to you, hopefully take you out this next turn. Okay, we're going to deal a strike to you, taking you out, and then we're going to do... What do we want to do here? We do strike. That way we remove him. Okay. I know what we're going to do here. We're going to defend. We only take 1. Unfortunately, it didn't kill him off, so that's fine. We take 1 damage. I'm okay with 1 damage versus 11. We cast this because I want to see what it does. What does this do? Passive. At the end of turn, gain 2 block. Evoke, gain 5 block. So we gain 4 block right now. That's really cool. And then we're just going to both. So we kill them both. I just wanted to see what the armor did because I think it's really cool. Stack. Gain block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile. That's really good. Recursion, evoke your next orb. Channel the orb that was just evoked. Ooh, I like that. Deal 7 damage, draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. Stack or recursion? Stack or recursion? I think we do stack. Stack is... I mean, both are absolutely immaculate. I love them both. I would love to have both in my deck. But if we can only choose one, that's the one we go with. Easy choice here. Block, block, Tempest. Unfortunately, we only get 1 lightning from it, but it is enough, and we don't want to take too much damage. He made a really weird noise there. I don't think I've ever heard that noise from a character in a game. We are going to... Ooh, this is a hard decision. I think we do Zap. No. Yes, we do Zap, and then we do Glacier. We evoke both. We deal 16 damage, and we gain 4 extra block. Look at that. Look at that. We take no damage, and we dealt a ton of damage to him. So now we do this here. We're going to go ahead and dual cast our main orb, and then we strike him. And then we strike him again. Perfect. Honestly, having the relics is a big boon. I'm pretty happy with them. Gain 6 block, decrease this card's block by 1 this combat. That's good. Prevent the next time you would lose HP. That's really good, too. I'm going to take Buffer, because there's sometimes where the boss is just about to rake you over the coals. I think we rest here, because we need the HP. Did we get the extra 5 HP? Or I wonder if that happens after. Claw, Melter, remove all blocks from the enemy, deal 10 damage. Okay. I think we take Melter. Melter's great. Holy cow. Okay. We are going into the boss. I hate this dude. I really hate this dude so incredibly much. This dude has killed me like every time I've seen him. And he's really, really annoying for that reason. But we do have constant damage. His mode shift is really annoying. He gains a lot of block. We basically have to do a ton of damage to him and, like, block. I do think that this turn we do Buffer, and then we Zap. We can't take combat damage. We don't need 32 block. We're just going to deal passive damage to him. Oh no, you hit me for 0. I don't care. We FTL damage him. We need to Cold Snap, I feel like. We need the, how do we want to do this? Okay. We can deal 10 to him. Right now we're dealing 9 each turn, so really it is all about block. But he is going to be a strategic turn next turn. So I'm okay if we spend these 3 just to rake them over the coals a little bit, deal some more damage. Now we use this. And then we're gonna, just for good measure, get extra energy next turn. We're actually not doing too bad. We haven't taken any damage yet. Sharp Hide is gonna hurt. This is where we might want to start getting... I think we start getting some block going on, because we really need it. We're going to strike for 1 and then defense. So we really need that defense up. As much defense as we can get. Trying to prioritize. We're going to get 4 per turn now, by default. So that's going to be 16 damage coming at us, so that's going to hurt. So we're going to do Charge Up. So that's 7 plus 4. Okay, we're going to need more. It's not perfect. We're going to deal 10 damage to him and keep going. We're still going to take some damage, but not nearly as much as we were going to. Okay with this. This guy's attacks are just insane. Let's go ahead and... what do we want to do here? Well, first, let's deal the damage to him. And then if we Zap, and then Cold Snap... No, I know what we do. We Zap, and then Glacier. We cycle back to where we were, but now we have 17 armor before these guys go off. So we get 21 armor, just enough to negate all of his attack. Holy wow, that was a lot. I'm getting smarter, guys. I hope you see I'm getting smarter. I'm using the skills that I've learned from other fights to get better at this. We're going to deal the 7 damage to him. He's not going to attack us. We're going to strike, and then strike again. He gained armor. That's okay. We don't have a lot of armor this turn. That was intentional because he's in defense mode. Sharp Hide is okay as well. Why did Stack have to come back to my hand first turn? Okay, we need 9 block. So this is where we gain some block first. 5 plus 4 is going to be the 9 that we need. Deal FTL damage to him. And then, really, it does not matter what we choose here. It does if we use this, because we don't really want to get rid of our damage dealer, do we? Do we? That would be 6 block per turn. No, I think we honestly just use up as much as we can for block. I don't think they can change their attack ever, but we haven't seen everything that there is in this game, and I don't really want to chance it. Okay, so he is going to do 16 damage this turn. Let's gain the 7 block, gain 5, and then we can deal 8 damage or 10. I'd say we do the 10. Unfortunately, he does deal some damage to us every time we deal damage to him. So we're going to take some damage here, but only 3. Happy to see that, and we've gotten him down to 94. Like, we have really come a long way since we first started this game. Rip and Tear, as always. I want to see what we get from the draw. Defend, I guess. Yeah, we need defend. Evoke your next orb twice. Man, this is gonna hurt no matter what, isn't it? It's gonna deal 8 damage to him twice. That's 16. We're not gonna be able to do it, honestly. We're gonna take some hits here. We're gonna take 11 damage. But hey, that's only 11. We're at 51. We heal up at the end of the floor. That is the thing that I have to keep in my head here. We're gonna zap because we need constant damage. We're gonna laser him for an extra draw. We don't want that, so we're gonna deal the 6 damage. Keep going. He's down to 43 health. We have knocked off almost 200 health off this guy. Like, this has been insane. Okay, we're going to stack. We're going to strike. And then I guess we defend, because we don't really have much else we can do here. 36 health. We just need to take him down a little bit more. We've got some cards that can get us close. Well, that 16 damage is going to really hurt. Okay, I believe I know what we need to do here. We need to channel, deal 6 damage, and heal. That gets us extra armor. And then we gain 5 block, and we gain 5 block. And that should get us just barely up to what we needed. Twin Slam deals 0 damage to us. We're at 409 gold. We're going to have a shopping day to remember. And hopefully, finally, pick up the relics that we want. This is 6, 12, 18, plus 3. Oh my goodness, we're going to be 1 short on damage. So we have to block. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to strike, block, get more block, and then we're going to still take damage, but not nearly as much as we would have if I had just gone. We should be able to kill him this turn, though. We need to deal 10 damage. That's it. 10 damage, and we have plenty to do that. Goodness, we defeated the Guardian. We did it. We defeated the Guardian. We got 99 gold, liquid bronze, which gains us 3 thorns, and a rare card. Let's see what this does. Reboot. Shuffle all your cards into your draw pile. Draw 4 cards. Exhaust. Love to see that. Buffer is amazing. It saved us in that fight. Electrodynamics. Lightning now hits all enemies. Channel 2 lightning. We're doing electrodynamics. I'm sorry. Electrodynamics, 100% going into our hand. Now let's choose our relic. We can, upon pickup, obtain a unique curse and 3 relics. Oh, okay. Slaver's Collar. During boss and elite combats, gain energy at the start of your turn. So we start off every combat with 4 energy instead of 3. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Oh my goodness. Can I have all 3? Can I have all of them? I legitimately don't know what the right option here is. Let's think through this. So we can choose to keep all of our cards every turn. That's super powerful by itself. We can also choose to get an extra energy. I think this is the one that I'm least enamored with. During boss and elite combats, yeah, it's cool to have an extra energy per turn, but it's probably not going to make the biggest difference most of the time. Like, it could, but these two are game changers. Like, absolute game changers. Calling Bell is a absolute crapshoot. We could get these 2 relics from this, but we're going to get a curse, and we don't really know what the curse is. At the end of your turn, no longer discard your hand. I like the idea of Calling Bell, but this is really good. I'm going to go Calling Bell. I don't mind the curses in this game as much. I want to see what we get for 3 relics. Cannot be removed from your deck. Unplayable. That's it? I thought this was going to do something to us. I am fine with this, actually. Yes, it's a dead card, but we get 3 relics. Oh, and we get to choose our relics? Oh, that's really cool. Okay, Gambling Chip. At the start of each combat, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Card choice is great. Enemies and elites have 25% less HP. That's amazing. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That's also really good. I think Gambling Chip is the best. Oh, okay, so we get to choose those 3. That's it. All 3 of those are ones I'm happy to have in my deck. And honestly, will be happy to see going forward. The choice here, very simple. We're going to jump into the first combat in the middle. Going to take this dude out here. And we get to just choose what we want to discard and redraw. We do not want Stack. That is a really good card. Buffer, honestly, I'll use Buffer this turn. Well, no, I can't. Okay, we're going to do that. And then we're going to keep those. So we discard those. We draw an extra card. So I think what we do is we do Electrodynamics. Although I guess Electrodynamics doesn't really matter in this combat, does it? So if we do Channel and Leap and then this, it's about the same. Avoiding damage is good. I like avoiding damage. I don't like getting hit by big stuff. We're going to deal the damage to him. Let him hit us back. Does no damage at all because we're awesome. We are going to play a Cold Snap. Deal damage and gain passive block. We'll do Rip Apart and Strike and Defect. Just keep it rolling. We're dealing so much damage now. I feel like we've really got an engine running here. Suffer doesn't look good. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into your draw pile. Hate to see that, but it's okay. He's going to use abilities on us, so let's go ahead and deal 10 damage. Strike, and deal 7. I should have done that first, because we could have gotten something better, but thankfully we didn't. Yay. Thank goodness for good choices. Strength on himself. He is going to deal a lot of damage. Can we take him out this turn? We cannot, so we need to block a lot. Block. We're going to deal the 5 damage here. Block. And then I think we evoke Zap? Because that gets us, yeah, this gets us benefit while also dealing damage. I'm okay with that. Got a ton of damage off there. We are so close here. That is not great, but I'm fine that it's Buffer. Oh no, we end our turn without doing anything, but we don't take any damage this turn. That's fine with me. Buffer is one of my favorite cards in this entire game now. I think it might be my favorite card in this entire game. We're going to do this for the fun of it. Yeah, we instantly take him out with that. 16 gold, a speed potion, add a card. Cool-headed, channel 1 frost, draw 1 card. Deal 7 damage, channel 1 lightning. Gain 3 block, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. We're going to take hologram because I wanted that one. No, that's not the one I wanted. Dang it. This is why we don't misclick, guys. This is why we don't misclick. I added cool-headed. It's not a bad card. It's just not hologram. And hologram is the one I wanted. On that note, we are going to end it there for today. If you've enjoyed the video, please let me know down below. Just a little shout out here. YouTube changed some stuff recently. And I thought that people were dropping off from the channel because of lack of interest in what we were doing. So I was trying to make really conscious of that. But I'm a part of a lot of forums where content creators will go on there and kind of explain what they're doing, what's going on, trends that they're seeing. And it's been a huge thing in the community lately that YouTube has kind of dropped views on literally everybody. So, for example, we had a video hit like 3,000 views. And now the new videos are probably hitting close to 100, which is a little strange because we have 300 subscribers. It sounds like that is happening to literally everyone. So if you have any channels that you really care about, make sure you go give them like a little extra watch time. Go watch their video if you don't always watch them. I'm not saying this for myself. I'm saying this because a lot of people, not me, make money and they're living off of YouTube. And something with the age verification, something like that, has just absolutely tanked the algorithm lately. And it's causing a lot of issues for people who really make this like their life's work. We're chilling. We're fine. This is just my hobby. And I love spending time with you guys, but it's not the way that I pay the bills or keep the lights on. But for those who do, think about, going and watching them. I've heard even, like, people with 1 million subscribers are suffering, and their videos are getting a lot less views. So, just a kind of a general announcement to the community there as a whole, because I care a lot about the people who put in the time and effort to make content full-time. With that, remember that overthinking is the meta, and I will catch you next time.